my name is Shubhajit. Welcome to our YouTube channel Helm of Science. In the previous class of organic chemistry, I have discussed about the fundamental or basics, very basics of nomenclature. That how some rules rule the naming of IUPAC nomenclature. Using that rules, today's class I will show you some example and how to approach the how do you solve the IUPAC nomenclature of various types of organic compound. Before starting the example of IUPAC nomenclature, first I will write that formula, like that formula I have written in previous class, but I will repeat that one because this formula always help you to do such like a problem. Now first, what is the IUPAC nomenclature rule? Prefix secondary. What is prefix secondary? That may be halogens or alkyl group, any alkyl group. Then prefix primary. What is prefix primary? That is cyclo, I will write in short, primary P, cyclo, bicyclo, spiro, that are prefix primary. Then word root, that means methane, propane, butane, like that. That is word root. And last next part is plus. After that, word root, prefix, suffix primary. What is suffix primary? Prefix primary is nothing but alkane, alkene, and alkyne. And lastly, suffix secondary. What is suffix secondary? That is any functional group. Functional group. What is functional group? Example: alcohol, ether, acid, etc. They are functional group. So we have to use this formula to solve these types of problem. Fine. Now I will go one by one problem and clear every term in this IUPAC nomenclature formula. So our first example is CH3, CH, Cl, CH, Cl, CH2, CH3. This is our first problem. Now, how will you start, or how I am starting? Listen very carefully. First, we have to select the longest chain, but there is no confusion because there is a present only one carbon chain in this compound. So there is no doubt about how do you select the longest chain. There is one select longest chain is present, that is one longest chain. Now second problem is starting that how do you number in the carbon? If you starting from left to right or right to left. First I number in the carbon from left to right, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So if I am numbering this carbon like that way, so what is the number of substitution present in carbon? That is position 2 and position 3. There is 2 substitution. But if I starting the numbering from there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is the number, carbon number? That is substitution number. Substitution number is 4 and 3. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So which one is shorter? That is 2 and 3 is shorter than 3 and 4. So we have to select that right way. So the actual numbering is from left to right. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fine. So now what is the prefix secondary? We have to start from our IUPAC nomenclature for prefix secondary. There is 2 substitution present. Okay. in position 2 and 3. So write prefix secondary first. 2 comma 3. Number of chlorine is 2. That means dichloro. We have to give comma between two number and hyphen between a number and word. So CHLORO, dichloro. Fine. What is the word root? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pent. Pent is our word root. Pent. Now suffix primary. Suffix primary is alkane. There is no presence of double bond or triple bond. That means pentane. And last one is there is no presence of suffix secondary because there is a no functional group, right? So IUPAC nomenclature of our first compound is 2,3 dichlorpentane. अरे की हो fine. Next one, there is a problem in this problem. Fine. Okay. CH2, CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. Fine. This is our next problem. Problem number 2. Okay. Now, how do you solve this problem? Fine. First, listen very carefully. First, we have to select the longest carbon chain. So, how do you select the longest carbon chain? First, suppose I am starting from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There is a possibility. Fine. Next possibility. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There is same possibility. Now, another possibility is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't choose this possibility because here the number of carbon in longest chain is 6. So that is the, if I suppose numbering like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that is wrong. Fine. So we have to choose either this way or this way. So that is our, what is our longest chain? If I draw, this is our longest chain. Fine. Now, after choosing the longest chain, we have to select the numbering. We have to do the numbering. If I am starting the numbering from right to left, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here the number of substitution present, that is carbon number 5. There is a substituent present. But if I starting numbering from left to right, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fine. So what is the number of substitution present is 3. Which one is shorter? 3 is shorter, 5 is not shorter. So this way we don't select that number longest chain, longest carbon chain. We have to select from left to right. So I am starting, or I am putting in our formula. First, prefix secondary. What is prefix secondary? This is our substitution, that is alkyne. What is the name of this alkyne? Is methyl. Number of position of the methyl is 3. 3 methyl. Fine. After 3 methyl, then prefix primary. Is there any prefix primary present? No, because there is a simple aliphatic chain. There is no cyclic, bicyclic, spiro. So prefix primary we have not to include. Next word root. What is word root? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 means hept. Fine. Hept. Now what is the suffix primary? Suffix primary is alkane, that means heptane, and there is no functional group. So this is the name of this nomenclature is 3-methyl heptane. So our next third problem is this one. So how I start? select the longest carbon chain. That is, what is the longest carbon chain? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. You can choose any one because there is a same longest carbon chain. So we, for our comfortability, we select the straight chain. Fine. So this is our longest chain. So how do you number in this carbon chain? I am starting from left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fine. Now the number of substituent present on the carbon is 2 and 4. And if I from left to right. Okay. Now if I start from right to left or right to towards me, then what is the numbering? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now in this nomenclature, what is our number of substituent present in carbon? The number of carbon is 1 and 3. Right to left. So what should I do? We should do choose 1 and 3 because this is the lowest. This is the minimum number of. So that is the correct way of numbering this organic compound. So now again I am putting this up to our formula. First, what are our prefix secondary? There is 2 prefix secondary present. First is position is 3-methyl. Okay, and another is 1-bromo. So how do you select? Alphabetically. We have to select alphabetically. B is first, then M is second. So we have to write first 1-bromo in prefix secondary, then 3-methyl because B comes first, then comes M. So prefix secondary is 1-bromo 3-methyl is our prefix secondary. What is the word root? 1, 2, 3, 4, that is but. Suffix primary alkane, and there is no present of suffix secondary. So this is our nomenclature of this compound. Fine. Next one, CH3 CH. Okay, there is same problem. Forget it. Come to the last one. HCH CH HCl and Cl. Fine. So what is the longest chain? There is a 1 chain is present, that is 1 and 2. Okay, that is our chain. Fine. Now what is our numbering? You can start from left and you also can start from right because there is the same position. If I starting from left, there is a position of substitution is 1 and 2. And if I start from right, then position of substitution again 1, 2. So there is no problem. So first, what is our duty? First, find the or write the prefix secondary. What is prefix secondary? That is the substitution or halogen. Position of halogen 1, 2 hyphen. How many chlorine is present? 2 chlorine is present. 2 dichloro. Then what is our word root? Meet it. Suffix primary is alkane, that is ethane, and there is no functionality present, so there is no prefix secondary. So nomenclature of this compound is 1, 2 dichloroethane. That all are using open chain form. After this problem, I will show you the example based on bond line notation. That is very important for competitive exam. They will in JEE and NEET. They will give you 1 and 2 IUPAC nomenclature based on bond line notation. Please listen very carefully and write down it properly. Now, this is our next type of problem, and this problem is based on bond line notation. So, what is our first problem? This is our first problem. Fine. So, first select the number chain. Fine. First select the number chain. So, there is a presence of carbon. There is a presence of carbon. There is a carbon. There is a carbon. And there is also a carbon. I don't write the hydrogen because in bond line notation we have to show only the CC single bonds, the single bonds, double bonds. We have to show the bonds, not the hydrogens or atoms. So I only write carbon for your better understanding. Fine. So next, what is our selection of longest chain? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 is not our longest carbon chain. What is our longest carbon chain? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is our first selection of longest chain is complete. That is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now the numbering. If I am starting the numbering from left, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. So position of substitution is 2 and 3. Fine. But if I starting numbering from left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, there is also same 2, 3. So you can start from anywhere. So just I omit this one. Fine. So this is our longest chain. This is our way of numbering of the carbon. Then we write the position of the substitution. Now I am putting this our formula. Now what is the prefix secondary? These 4 substitution group. This is one substituent, this is one substitution, this is one substituent, this is one substitution. And the name of the substituent is, how many carbon is present? 3. If I complete the valency, how many hydrogen is needed? 3 hydrogen is needed. Fine. So the name of the substituent is alkyne, that is methyl. So what is the numbering? Position is 2, 2. Dimethyl, sorry, first write the all numbers. Sorry, 2, 2, 3, 3. How many methyl is present? Because first write the numbering because all substituents are present. I think that the substituents are different. That is my sorry, that's for the problem. So the position of the substituent is 2, 2 and 3, 3. How many methyl is present? 4 methyl is present. So if the number of methyl is 4, the name of the substituent is tetra. If 1 is mono, 2 is deca. Sorry, 1 is mono, 2 is di, 3 is tri, and 4 is tetra. How many carbon is this is how many carbon is present? How many carbon is present? 4. That means but. This is our word root. Fine. And the suffix primary, that is alkane, that is butane, and there is no presence of substituents. Functional group. So the name of this compound is 2, 2, 3, 3 tetra. Sorry. Again, sorry. I have forgot to write the substituents. 2, 2, 3, 3 tetra methyl butane. Fine. This is our first IUPAC nomenclature of this bond line notation like compound. So this is our first problem. Now second one is okay, fine. So how will here in this example I don't write any number of atom. I don't write any name of atom. First select the longest chain. What is the longest chain? 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. You can select anyone. I am selecting this one. Okay. Next, numbering. How will it start? 1 2 3 4. Or you can also do 1 2 3 4 and the number of substitution present is same. So you can choose any one of this process. So first, what I am doing, first select the longest carbon chain, that is this one is our longest carbon chain. Then I am doing the numbering 1 2 3 and 4. Fine. Okay. Then I have to predict the substitution. There is only one bond is present, that means only one carbon bond in single bond is present. So that means the substitution is alkyl and the alkyl substituent has only one carbon. The alkyl substituent has only one carbon, that means the substitution name is methyl. So number of position of this to methyl is 2, 3. So now I am writing the proper IUPAC nomenclature. So what is our prefix secondary? My prefix secondary is 2, 3, that means substituent hyphen dimethyl, 2, 3 dimethyl. Then number of there is no presence of prefix primary because that is a full aliphatic chain compound. Next, the word root, how many carbon is present? 1 2 3 4, that means but. Now suffix primary is alkane, that is N, so butane, and there is no prefix suffix secondary because there is no functionality. So the name of this compound is 2, 3 dimethyl butane. Fine. So now our next problem is this one, third one. So what is our first job? First job is select the number of longest carbon chain. So how can you start? If I starting from here, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, 5. If I starting this one, if I starting from here 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is our longest chain. 1 2 3 4 5 6. You can select anyone because this is a symmetry. There is a symmetry present, so you can choose anyone. So this one is our selected longest chain. Fine, this is our longest chain. So in our longest chain there is a 6 carbon atom is present. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Fine. Next one is the numbering. If I starting the numbering from top, 1 2 3 4 5 6. If I starting the numbering from top of this compound, so the number of the substituent present in the number of carbon is our substituent, that is 4. But if I starting the numbering, I write here again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this case, the number of substituent is 3. Fine. So what is the correct way? That is our correct way because the substituent present is lowest number of carbon. So our correct way is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is our correct way. Next, after this one, we have to predict the substituent. That is, this is how many carbon is present in the substituent. That is 1 because 1 carbon bond. Another is present, 1 carbon bond. That is in substituent 2 carbon is present, and the number of alkyl group having 2 carbon is meth, eth, and alkyl is ethyl. So our predicting substituent is, our desired substituent is ethyl. So this ethyl is our actually prefix secondary and the position is 3. So what is our prefix secondary? 3 hyphen ethyl, word root 1 2 3 4 5 6 hex. suffix primary alkane N, and there is no prefix suffix primary secondary, sorry, suffix secondary, because there is no functional group is present. So our desired IUPAC nomenclature is 3-ethyl hexane. Got it? I am now rubbing it. Now our next problem, or its last problem in this chart. Fine, this is our problem number 4. Fine. Now how do you solve it? First, select the longest carbon chain. If I starting from here, 1 2 3 4 5, that is one way. Another way is 1 2 3 4 5. Another way is 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so we can choose any one longest chain. So I select this one. This is our longest chain. After selecting the longest chain, we have to select the we have to doing the carbon numbering. So starting, if I starting from here, 1 2 3 4, sorry, 4 and 5. Okay, if I starting from here, 1 2 3 4 5, that is same. Okay, so we can starting numbering from anywhere, left to right or right to left, that is not problem. So number of carbon present is 1 2 3 4 and 5. Now, so we have done our selection of longest chain and the numbering of carbon. Next, we have to predict the alkyl group present in substituent. So this is our substituent. If I write properly, these two are our substituent. So number of carbon in the substituent is 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So the alkyl group having 2 carbon is meth, eth, ethyl. So in this compound 2 ethyl group is present. That is, one is first is that, and second is this one. So we have 2 ethyl group. So what is our prefix secondary? Our prefix secondary is 3, 3. 2 ethyl group present, hyphen di ethyl, 2 ethyl diethyl. What root? 1 2 3 4 5, that is pent. Suffix primary alkane, there is no suffix secondary, that is no functional group. So name of the compound is 3, 3 diethyl pentane. So we have done already 8 problems, and I will show you in this class 2 or 3 more problems. These are simple 2 or 3 more simple problems based on bond line notation. After the 2-3 problem, next class we will do some typical, some like hard or complex substituent present in the alkane. So our next problem is our first problem of this so fine, this is our last 3 problem of this class. So first one is fine. Okay, so what is our first job? First job is select the longest carbon chain. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6, and another is 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 5 6, all are same. So we have to select. I am selecting this one. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Fine. After selecting the longest carbon chain, we have to give the numbering. So if I starting the numbering from here, 1 2 3. Sorry for the interruption. Number of carbon is 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. This is our numbering. So now what is our substituent? That is side chain. That is one substituent and that is another substituent. In this alkyl substituent, number of carbon present is 1. So name of the alkyl substituent is methyl. So what is our prefix secondary? Our prefix secondary is 2, 5 dimethyl, okay, and hexane. So these are IUPAC nomenclature of our first compound. So I am going to the next one. So first select the longest chain. What is our longest chain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Another is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our longest chain is having 8 carbon. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. Next. After doing that, now numbering the carbon one. So if I starting from here, what is the numbering? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our numbering is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the number of substituent present is number 4 and number, this is one substituent and this is our second substituent, 4 and 6. But if I numbering this one from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the number of substituent present on the carbon is 3 and 5. So we have to choose this one, not this one, because here the number is 4, 6 and the number is 3, 5. Okay. So now next one. Select. So identify the alkyl group or side chain or prefix secondary. So there is 2 substituent present, that is one this one and another is this one. Fine, this is our 2 substituent. What is the name of this substituent? That is 1 carbon, 2 carbon, that is eth, and alkyl group is I, and this is 1 carbon, that is meth, and I methyl. So now, how in writing prefix secondary, how do you select first one is methyl or first one is ethyl? Again, alphabet rule comes in the picture. So here M is higher alphabet than E. E comes first, then M. So we have to select or write ethyl first in prefix secondary, then methyl. So what is the name? It is number of ethyl present is the number of carbon is 5. Ethyl, then five ethyl, okay, then 3 methyl, okay, quadruplet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, oct, suffix primary, alkane, octane. So 5 ethyl, 3 methyl, octane is our IUPAC nomenclature of this compound. Fine. Now, if you see this problem, it look like very similar except one. There is 1 methyl group is present and here 2 methyl group is present. So what is there is any difference in this 2 compounds? I write again here. I rubbing it above one. So third problem is now Okay, so again the numbering is look like that. Fine. Now 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, next here the substituent is ethyl, here substituent is methyl, but in this case there is two substituent methyl is present, two methyl is present. So when I write prefix secondary, we have to write dimethyl. Dimethyl. Now there is a confusion can take place. What is the confusion? Here D comes before E. So should we write 3,3 dimethyl 5-ethyl octane, or the same thing is happening 5-ethyl 3,3 dimethyl octane? Remember very carefully or listen very carefully. If the number or counting of the substituents is 2, tri, di, tetra, that alphabet don't take part in any role in alphabet rule. I again repeat. Here the number of the in prefix secondary we have to write dimethyl, but this D of di don't take any part to choose your alphabet rule. Here only the first alphabet of your substituent take a role, not the number of substituent. So again also the nomenclature starts from 5 ethyl 3,3 dimethyl. Got it? Maybe D comes before E, but this D don't participate in alphabet rule. Okay, so 3,3 dimethyl octane. Right? So we have done more than 10 problem in this class. Simple problem, very easy problem. So this is enough for today. Keep practicing all the problem. After the next part, we will solving more example based on alkane. This part of this class named as IUPAC Nomenclature of Alkane Part 1, and next part is Nomenclature of Alkane Part 2. So I hope next class will be enough for the complete the IUPAC Nomenclature of Alkane. So thank you for watching. Keep practicing.